Okay, today we will begin with our next unit 4.3, that is maintaining social diversity at work. So the first topic, the 4.3.1, that deals with gender sensitivity. So gender sensitivity is the act of being sensitive towards people and their thoughts regarding their gender. Okay, so male, female, according to that, their thoughts. Okay, so uh, it ensures that people know the accurate meaning of gender equality, and one's gender should not be given priority over their capabilities. Okay, so whatever may be the gender of the person. Okay, so on basis of that, we are prioritizing the person based on the gender. Okay, so this practice should be avoided. Okay, then only the genders they will become equal. Means male, female, they will become equal. The women are an important source of labor in many sectors, yet they have limited access to resources and benefits. Okay, so this one covers the case of women. Okay, because in labor sensitive sector, if we prefer for male, so based on gender, we are preferring male. Okay, but it is not so that the women they are not a source for labor. Okay, so women should receive the same benefits and access to resources as men. The business can improve its productivity and quality of work by providing better support and opportunities to women. The important terms here, one first is gender sensitivity. So gender sensitivity is the act of being sensitive to the ways people think about a gender. And gender equality, it means persons of any gender enjoy equal opportunities, responsibilities, and rights in all areas of life. Now, gender discrimination, that means treating an individual unequally or disadvantageously based on their gender. Okay, means yeah, the common example is like the wages, the salary, because to men and women for equal job, equal task, so the wages that should also be equal or the same. The strategies for enhancing gender equity. So to enhance gender equity, one should first follow gender neutral practices at all levels at work. The next, participate together in decision making. And next is help in promoting women's participation in different forums. The next is assist women in getting exposure to relevant skills and practices. After that, assist women in capacity building by mentoring, coaching, or motivating them as appropriate. And next is assist in the formation and operation of women support groups. After that, assist in implementation of women-centric programs. And after that, combine technical training with reproductive health and nutrition for coffee farming households. After that, assist in making a work environment that is healthy, safe, and free from discrimination. Means all the genders they should be equal. The next is the bridging gender differences. The men and women react and communicate very differently. Thus, there are some work differences as both genders have their style and method of handling a situation. Yeah, like the for the same type of situation, men may react or handle in a different approach, and women they may react differently. Because although understanding and maturity from person to person, even between these genders, based on their knowledge, education, experience, culture, age, and upbringing as well, and how was brain function over a thought or a problem. So there are different factors which affect the thinking, the understanding, okay, or the response of from a person to any particular type of task or situation. So in order to bridge the gap, one should not categorize all men and women in one way. Okay, maybe it is not like that all men will perform or react or behave similarly with the women because of these factors: knowledge, education, experience, culture, age. Okay, so different factors are there. So not all men may behave or react in the same manner, and not all women else as well. Okay, so one should be aware of verbal and non-verbal styles of communication of every gender to avoid any miscommunication and work better. And he should be aware of partial behavior and avoid it. And he should encourage co-workers of different genders to make room by providing space to others. Now, ways to reduce gender discrimination. Yeah, so how should we reduce it? Because gender discrimination that should be not be there at a workplace or in the organization. The effective steps against bias as the sexual harassment by the concerned authorities and general public. So we should be very careful about the sexual harassment at the workplace. Because gender stereotypes are how society expects people to act based on their gender. This can only be reduced by adopting appropriate behavior and the right attitude. The behavior and the attitude that should be right. The objection of females must be abolished. Ways to promote gender sensitivity in the workplace. The practices that promote gender diversity should be adopted and promoted. So, what are the ways? The first one, all genders should receive equal responsibilities, rights, and privileges. Okay, so there should not be any differentiation, any discrimination with any particular gender. Okay, responsibilities, rights, privilege, all should be same for men and women. So all genders should have equal pay for similar or the same job roles or the positions. Strict and effective workplace harassment policies should be developed and implemented. An open-minded and stress-free work environment should be available to all the employees irrespective of their gender. And women should be encouraged to go ahead in every field of work and assume leadership roles. So follow appropriate measure for women's empowerment. So this should be an important factor, women empowerment. That men should be taught to be sensitive to women and mindful of their rights. Means the cooperation should be from the men as well. Male colleagues, they should also be sensitive towards the female colleagues. Okay, their rights and also the communication with them. Okay, because there should not be any type of miscommunication due to any unwanted or unexpected behavior or any verbal or non-verbal type of uh, communication. Okay, so we shall stop here for today.